and reach our target. We had already set the timetable. We had published to the public consumption, and the admission process started. Therefore, worry was the infrastructure. And so, regards to infrastructure, I think we're almost ready. And as I mentioned, whatever required for the hostel or for the staffs, we will take a decision to take over the urban housing, which is visible from here on my right. We will give to the students and also the staffs who require. We have standard room, 1 bedroom with toilet attached and a pantry. So a student can occupy 1 single room, and for the staff, 2 can be allotted, so that 1 is for your use, another one will become a kitchen and a dining. Your servants also can stay in that room. So that is temporary. I already requested the Nimsr to give proposal, and that decision will take it day after. Then I had also, for communication, handed over the pro forma bill of Bharat-Benz, the luxury bus, to be purchased to transfer the staffs and the students who are living in that block to be brought. And other issues, monsoon is there is some hindrance, but still to complete, we are under a roof and finishing is in good progress, so I hope it will be okay. As for the JICA, they had come to our rescue and they are doing funding in Nagaland for many purposes, livelihood, then environment, then conservation, and also we had I had discussed with the previous ambassador also of Japan to India, and also the new one who came. We had a good discussion, and that commitment of funding the 400-bedded hospital was a welcome news, and it will be a hospital with a teaching of the institute. So as I was mentioning my experience, the medicine frontiers who were given Mon district hospital, they came for 3 years, but the public don't want to leave them. We extended for another year. So they helped us, they taught us how to keep the hospital clean, hygienic, and the system of responsibilities and all the good things they continue to taught. So those doctors and nurses who work with them, they learn a lot. But after that, I have not gone. So I hope they don't backslide. And since Minister is from that district, I hope he will see that that benchmark will be maintained. And for medical college, as mentioned, JICA, they are coming to our rescue, I would say, for all those proposed hospital with teaching the faculties of management and running the hospital. One thing we are aware, the Japanese all over the world, they are helping needy people. And when I visited Japan on 2 occasions, one was the war veterans, the families. They hosted dinner for me. We had a good discussion. And they said government will not be able to do memorial things, but the civil societies will discuss, because government cannot be involved. Because when you lost a war, you cannot set up those kind of activities. And we propose that we would like to make a peace park in Nagaland, in Kohima, because there's so many thousand fallen soldiers of Japanese. And I had seen with my own eyes that Japanese groups, they come and in the your common graves was mapped, and they brought, and they had collected so many bones. I watched and I had seen, because one was in the garden of my father-in-law's compound in the Nimsr Hill. So I've seen with my own eyes. And when I went to Japan also, I took time to go to Hiroshima, which was also declared as a peace park. Now their focus is not war, but their focus is to help people and to maintain peace. And that's how those suffered with atom bomb. So they declared as a peace park. And little thing what we can do, we can also build a peace park by the government, and also a memorable stone for the Japanese fallen soldiers. But it is in the light they had a beautiful cemetery. I think about 1,400 plus were buried, and about I think 900 Indian soldiers were cremated. So my father was not directly involved in Second World War, but my father was the British Assam Regiment in those days, and he went to army because his parents, he was the youngest in the family, and when he grew up, his brothers were grown up, and they could not support him in his studies. Then he went to the army, and that's how he got trained in many things. And his friends, Naga friends, close friends, they used to go for scouting in the east because there was war going on. And that's how he served. And he was in the Shillong Happy Valley training headquarters as a training assistant instructor. And when India got independence, amnesty was given so that those youth who want to take discharge and build homes, brought up families. So that time, few of them, they had taken resignation and they have come. So they were given your, you call it Regiment Star, Burma Star, King George medals, and all regiment medals they used to have. So interesting. We have not seen ourselves, but our parents were involved, and that today it is an opportunity for us to be remembering and also trying to do something good, which is not war but opposite, for peaceful coexistence of humanity. So I hope this proposed peace park also will be done. I am thinking of visiting Japan because your G20, we had a business summit here, and many Japanese team also came. So they are inviting us to do something. So, like our potentials, two subjects we are discussing was your mushroom, shiitake mushroom, which is known as Japanese mushroom in layman term. I was surprised that shiitake mushroom is how to grow this mushroom was taught to the villagers. And in my own village, Topema, when I went down for Christmas, they presented about 5 kgs. So I said, mushroom this much, how can we eat? And then it is very costly. In the village, we get for, if you want to buy, we get for 500 rupees. But when it comes to town, I think it costs 1,000. And in Delhi, then it's 1,500, something like that. So you can dry also, and you can take fresh also. Then another item is Nagaland honey. We have very good vegetations, and so our honey is very good. So they are interested in those two items, and this anybody can do. Anybody can do. And they will come and teach us the technology, how to handle rearing or producing this shiitake mushroom. And since there are many items which they have shown us also that we can do cottage industry, small items, and every home can do without any efforts or big financial involvement. So they will come and teach us, and whatever we produce, they will buy. So that's a big opportunity. A lot of economy will be generated. And so I'm looking forward to that. So I hope things will go well in our relationship. I'm speaking on this because we are doing many things all over the world, but coming to the last frontier of India, beyond us is international border. And today, Nagas are divided into the state of Assam, Arunachal, Manipur, and a big group of Nagas are living in Myanmar. They are also recognized and having Naga self-autonomous government. And after a long spell of military rule, there was election in 2010 and 2015. That time, Nagas had 4 parliament members, MPs, and then Naga self-autonomous government, they elected their MLAs, and they rule in Lahe, in Saigon division. So we are also struggling for the Naga movement. We want peace. And that's why, interestingly, last term and also this term, why Nagaland you don't have opposition? All want alliance, we can form government on our own, but other members want to give support to the government and work together because they want settlement for the Naga issue. And that Naga issue has brought us together. So I hope during our time, we'll also see the light of the day and have peace. I know all of you are starting with our lady director. One day we're discussing about her confusion. We are in a formative stage, and she's being over busy. So I requested her that she should not look for other alternative things, but give her time to bring up this establishment. Then you will definitely be remembered. Yes, many will be remembered, but you are leading the team. So we have hope in you. Don't lose heart. We're all with you. And for the balance fund you need, we will give you. You don't worry. After Japanese government, whatever possible, but we will give you your yearly requirement. How much money you can spend. Otherwise, we cannot book the money which you cannot utilize. So how much you can use, you give us your proposal so that we can place fund. We are also getting some additional funds from Govt of India, and we have to earmark from which sector we want to invest. So I can say we have money, provided you can spend. Otherwise, if you cannot spend in a financial year, then we don't submit the utilization certificate of that fund placed for that year, then it will hamper our next year allocation. So we can, like other time, we can give you the whole lot, but that is not allowed. So I think you make a proposal, and in a day or two, we're going to sit on this and take a decision. Yes. That's why we did not have that meeting, distribution of fund. We want to have meeting only after we visit the institute. So I think everybody is helping us. Further, we had placed a demand to Honorable Prime Minister, Medical Minister, and Finance Minister. I personally discussed with them also that our Nagaland Institute of Medical Science and Research should be given AIIMS like regional institute, so that the maintenance funding can be borne by Govt of India. If such come, then the state burden will be, very light, and the staff faculties will also have more power, more strength to work, because they will not have a doubt that Nagaland is a resource-crunch state and our future is not very secure. That kind of issues will go. So I hope things will be okay. and government, including the medical department, my colleagues, Wang, and you have a very dynamic Commissioner Secretary, Kiketo. He is, I would say, proactive. And we hope that this will come up as expected. And we want to make a last visit. So you tell us when you are ready before the institute starts. So that last visit to make more comments, anybody, or a word of appreciation. Today, I made a lot of comments, and there's always a place for improvement. And I hope small details you will minutely study and look into. And this institute should become a center of excellence, and it will be a model. For a very long time, we did not have a medical college, but once it says you wanted the best, and there we are with you. So any problem, you communicate to the department, to Chief Secretary, to me, so that we can work together. And I'm happy with all of you because you are working hard. Today our visit, we had made it very meaningful, and particularly our JICA friends who are here. This has really encouraged me. So thank you and God bless.
Thank you.